I knew they weren't going to spend. I knew it. But naively, I thought to myself, the fact we've had players injured, it's not even like a cosmetic job now. This has to be, we have to sign someone because we've got players injured. And we're in this part of the season now where, like I keep saying, we're fortunate to be in a pit stop where there's a transfer window there that can bail you out. Do you understand? And they didn't do that. And bro, I'm vexed. I'm annoyed. But then the thing with me, I know that a lot of people call me flip flop, and I can take that. Do you know what I'm saying? But like I always say, for me, when I when the facts change, my mind change. And I agree with you, Lee, when you say stuff like, it's been 5 years, he hasn't won anything. I get it. I understand it. Do you know what I'm saying? My gripe ultimately is with the Cronkies. And that's why in the first place, I never really wanted Arteta in the first place, because I always assumed, or I always thought when he came with no experience, he was easily going to be bullied to be a puppet for the Cronkies. Easily. Because we saw that with Wenger towards the end. He was always the beaten up shield for the Cronkies. Done a lot wrong. Don't get it twisted. Wenger done a lot of wrongs, but ultimately he was the puppet for the Cronkies. And you could almost say you're getting the same now with Arteta. But what I'm seeing with Arteta, and this, it's not no PR. Because you know me, Dad. I started with I hate Arteta. The times when I've screamed, Arteta, please leave. I don't even want you to go. I'm begging you to please leave. Do you understand? But now I'm stuck in the thing of, now we haven't won anything in 5 years. We get rid of Arteta. How long have you got to wait for a next man to come in and start his own regime? And how long will that take him to get better? I mean, mind you, Arteta's probably going to leave, man, a better squad for him to come and deal with than what he found when he came. But the trajectory that we're going, I'm sort of all right with where it's going. I'd rather win a league title. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, hey, second is the best and da. Of course not, bruv. Like, I want us to go in the direction of now actually starting to pick important things. I'll be honest with you, bro. FA Cup ain't important to me no more. League Cup definitely ain't important to me. I want the big ones. I want the league, and I want the Champions League. That's what I want. Do you understand? Is he the man to get us over the line? I don't know. I can't say for sure. But where we are going, what he's brought us to, bro, we're second in the league with the deadest front. Bro, how the fuck we slap City 5-1 with Kai Havertz? With Kai Havertz, with two team, like, I don't know. I'm just giving a man a little respect that I feel he deserves. You might disagree with it, and that's cool. But I'm giving a man the little respect at least that he deserves. I'm not here saying second is okay. In fact, people say second is the first place. There's nothing first place about second, bro. Second is second, bro. Third is third. Do you know what I'm saying? But I just want, let's just get over this fucking line. Let's just give this man the little respect that he deserves. I've given you my opinion on why he deserves the respect. You man gonna disagree. Yeah, that's cool.
I do disagree, and I'll tell you why. Number one, every trophy is a trophy. Yeah, so dismissing cups that he ain't won. Well, he's won the FA Cup 6 FA Cups ago. Dismissing cups to try and get the major, is like putting a 10 out of 10 when you're a virgin. Like, let's be real.
I did that, bro. I did that, bro.
You're the exception to the rule. For fuck's sake. No, but real talk, yeah. Dismissing cups, I think, is crazy. Yeah, we ain't won a trophy in nearly 5.5 years. Yeah, and to dismiss cups and just throw them in the bin, I think, is mad. Yeah, not only that, respect is earned. Yeah, and you said about the look at the squad that he inherited. The squad he inherited won him a trophy 6 months later. Yeah, then he's ripped up all of that, binned every single player apart from Kieran Tierney, and he ain't won nothing. Yeah, and when you said about if he leaves, the trajectory we're going on, if we get rid of him, yeah, what if the next manager? Well, it seems to work for millions of managers, literally. Yeah, Conceição went into AC Milan a couple of weeks ago. Inside 2 games, won a trophy. Yeah, winning the semi-final after losing 1-0, or was losing 1-0 and won it against Juve, biggest team in Italy. Gets to the final, 2-0 down, Milan derby in the final, 2-0 down to Inter Milan, 1-3-2. He'd been there 2 games. Yeah, and then you go to, let's go Brazilian league. Yeah, Botafogo. Yeah, everyone's heard of
So
Botafogo, right?
you're
No, I'm
going,
being serious.
deep with it.
I'm going all around Europe. I'm going all around the world. I'm going everywhere because there's so many examples of it not needing time, right? So Botafogo hired a guy who was at Braga. He won a trophy at Braga. They're basically West Ham. Yeah, maybe West Ham of Portugal, right? They take their manager, Botafogo. Inside 8 months, he's won them their first league title in 29 years. Yeah, not only that, before he'd won that league title with Botafogo, he won them the Copa Libertadores, which is the Champions League of South America. So he's done a double inside 8 months. Then the Qataris come in and now he's gone there. Yeah. Then if you look at Tommy Tuchel, goes into Chelsea, yeah, got to 6 finals in 14 months. How many players did he have? How many players did he sign? Yeah, and he won 3 of them, eclipsing our entire European history. Yeah, by winning 3 European trophies. Conte, when he went into Chelsea, took him from 10th to 1st. Yeah, Conte at Napoli now took him from 8th to top of the table right now. Yeah, balling out, by the way, Scott McTominay and that. They're the top of the league. Yeah, there's so many examples of it not taking time. Yeah, we can do this in Real Madrid. Yeah, Ancelotti. Oh, but what did he do at Everton? Well, he went straight to Madrid and won a double. Yeah, he's won 2 Champions Leagues. Yeah, I'll bet anyone can win at Madrid. Cool. Well, since we won a league 21 years ago, they've sacked 10 managers for not winning anything. Yeah, and they've still won everything. Why? Because they understand. The same with Bayern Munich, the same with Chelsea, same with these other clubs around the world. They understand the guy's an employee. Yeah, win or jog on. Yeah, and just because everyone's in their feelings about the project, the process, and whatever you want to call it, about this guy and he's brought all the players in, what happens to coaching? Like, we could go in there, something in the chat, Xavi Alonso, there's another one. If we brought that guy in, Xavi Alonso, for example, right, and brought him in, why does everyone seem to think that we have to rip up all of the players that we've got, get rid of 99% of the squad, get him all of his own players, and then he can win?
Yeah,
how about coach these players to be better and get over the line? Because we're that close. Yeah, but he don't want to strike a number 1. Number 2, he ain't good enough. Yeah, when the chips are really down, he folds every time. Bayern Munich. Yeah, Goretzka dog walking Declan Rice around the pitch. Now, what's that all about? Goretzka. Yeah, and the thing that pisses me off, Stricto, yeah, is whenever you say who's available, yeah, who's realistic, you name a name, yeah, and they dismiss it. Dismiss it every time. Yeah, there's players available, there's managers available. Yeah, managers can be better than this guy. The problem is we've got too many fans within our fan base, yeah, that are just so infatuated with this guy getting over the line, so they can go, oh, it's a love story from the bottom. The rookie did it against all odds against the genius Pep. It's not going to happen. And then we'll sit here in 2, 3, 4 years down the road saying, well, that's 8, 9 years now, mate. Yes, nearly 10 years now, mate. How long do we go with this?
No, bro, I think I hear you. Ultimately, I hear you in it. Like, you know, you've given examples of, you know, managers that have come in and, you know, hit the ground running, you know, and, you know, listen, it's never a guarantee, isn't it? It's never a guarantee. The same way you can list clubs that have done it and been successful, you know, equally, it can be named that of other clubs who have tried the same trick and hasn't worked out for them. You know, you think, for example, Emery took us to the Europa final, got us slapped. This is Emery's bread and butter. Europa
but what
League.
happened? What happened after that? He got sacked.
Yeah, he got sacked. But what I'm trying to say is, it's not necessarily about him getting sacked. That I'm saying it's not even guaranteed that someone who is a European Cup expert at that level, couldn't make it happen. Is the point I'm trying to make? It's not necessary, and I hear you, bro. Because
yeah, but you just keep hiring and firing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if the
is
next manager comes in,
is that what you're saying we should be doing? Just be hiring, firing.
Yeah. If the next guy comes in and finishes 8th, what's the difference between 2nd and 8th? You don't win it. Yeah. Oh, you get Champions League to attract better players. Look at the players we've signed since we've been in the Champions League. Not one world-class player at all. Not one. So where are they? We signed better players in the Europa League. Let's be real with it. So if he comes in, the next guy, let's say it's Xavi Alonso, and he gets us 8th. Yeah, we don't win nothing. Yeah, cool. You better start that next season off. Yeah, real quick, mate, or you're sacked. Yeah, I always give a manager 2 years. Yeah, apart from this guy, because I knew it'd be shit. Yeah, but 2 years. So the next season, you better do it real quick or you're sacked. Then you go and get another one. You could end up 10th. Oh, well, sack him as well then. Keep going until you find one that can get you over the line. Chelsea have proven it's a great model under Roman. Real Madrid have done it. Bayern Munich have done it. All three of them clubs have had
I
about
think the
20
major
managers since
difference,
we won a league.
Lee, I think the major difference in everyone you've mentioned is owners. I think that's the major difference. The owners are happy to scrap it. The owners are happy to scrap quote unquote project to start again. Throw that money at it and start again.
And who are the owners? Who are the owners of Real Madrid?
Do you know it's mad, yeah?
The fans own Real Madrid, bro.
Everyone laughed at me, yeah, at the point before Arteta came in, and someone said, "Who do you want to come in then?" And I looked at it. I looked at the managers available, even the ones that weren't even available. Yeah, I looked at it. You see, like for example, I remember everyone was saying Ancelotti, and what was the guy from Juventus?
Allegri.
So it was Ancelotti and Allegri. The major difference is with these guys is they wouldn't come to Arsenal at the point of interview, because the point of interview would be how much you're gonna make available for me, right? And there's no way the Cronkies are saying, well, yeah, well, you know, nah, mate, not for me. Because these guys are used to a standard. And that's why I never wanted Arteta in the first place, because in interview stage, he's not going to ask that question. It's his first job. It's a big job. He wants that. Because worst case scenario, if you ever get sacked, you've got Arsenal on your CV. That gets you through so many doors. Do you understand me? Yeah, that gets you through so many doors. So the major thing in all of these clubs that you've named is the Cronky. That's why every Cronky out fucking protest I've been at. Do you understand? I've been at. You don't spend the money. You don't spend the money. Like you just said, you could bring 15 players that are right now available, you can go and get. Yeah. But the key difference is availability. When they talk about they weren't available, what they're talking about is money. They don't want to spend the money. That's all I hear. I don't want to spend the money. You could have gone and signed fucking John Duran. Why not? The money isn't there. Oh, no, he wasn't. No, don't tell me that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So everything you lot have said, it boils down to the same fucking thing, bro. Stanley Kroenke and Joshua Kroenke, bro. That's what it ultimately boils down to. Even the next manager we get after Arteta, it boils down to the Kroenkes. Even the fact we got Arteta, it boils down to the Kroenkes. It just always will. And I'm not confident in these guys to say they will get rid of Arteta, or when Arteta goes, we are going to be getting the funding to restructure and to re-improve.
Yeah, but to be fair though, sorry to cut in here. To be fair, he's done nearly 800 million quid. So they've given him the money.
And this the point I made with the 800 million quid, yeah, is catch-up money.
Nah, come on.
No. I really, honestly, Lee, I honestly believe. Oh, no, hear my point. Yeah,
go on.
We've seen Chelsea spend. When have we ever had 800 mil?
We've had it available for years.
But whenever
Wenger didn't want to spend it.
We always heard about these war chests, right? You're referring to the war chest that every summer we heard the war chest. Don't worry, we have a war chest. Turn around, nothing there. Yeah, turn around, nothing's there. I'm looking. I'm like, okay, cool. This is the first time we signed a marquee. We get Declan Rice in for 100. When the fuck has that ever happened? I don't know how long you've been supporting Arsenal.
No, I've been supporting since '87.
Brother, how old are you?
43 this year.
Shut the fuck.
I look all right, don't I? I need a haircut, but I look all right. But no, I hear what you're saying. But at the same point, yeah, how much catch-up money have Nottingham Forest spent? Like, they're level on points or 3 behind us. And that's a manager that I wanted at the time. Yeah, I got told he was crap. He's gone to Saudi.
Lee, thank you. Lee, that was the ultimate point I was even trying to get to. Was Nuno, and they all laughed at me. You can go back in the AFT interviews, right? You will see it. Nuno. I want Nuno. Why? Because knowing the club that I know, yeah, this guy can make the most with the littlest available. He's proved it time and time again. I'm not going to mention Spurs because that's Spurs, bro. That's
yeah, but he had Spurs top of the league when we were bottom, first time ever in English football that's ever happened. He gets sacked about 3 weeks later. Goes Saudi up against the Real Madrid of Saudi. Yeah, he wasn't the biggest team out there. Yeah, and won 2 titles back to back. They then sack him. Yeah, it comes to
I
Forest.
said, bro,
Relegation. Now look at him with Chris Wood, who I wanted when he was at Burnley. Yeah, I would have swapped him for Lacazette like that. Yeah, and everyone laughed at me then. Yeah, and this is my point. There's good managers out there that can get a tune out of players. Yeah, Nuno's one good example. Yeah, but when you're saying about the money we had to spend to catch up, we didn't. Well, we didn't have to do 100 million on Declan Rice. Yeah, we didn't have to do 65 million on 29. Yeah, we didn't have to go and give the manager 15 million a year. We didn't have to go and do all this money on other players. Look at the money he's wasted on Vieira. Yeah, I called it from day one on his debut. His first start. I said, send him back to Porto. He's crap. Yeah, where's he now? Back at Porto. Yeah, look at the fall off of Martinelli, Trossard, Odegaard. They've all fallen off a cliff. All of them. Yeah, look at the way we play. Saka, you've seen Saka coming through. Yeah, under Unai. Yeah, this guy was jinking around, balling around everyone. Yeah, Martinelli the same. Now look at Saka. He still bags goals and well done. Yeah, I'm not having a diss at Saka per se, yeah. Right? But at the same time, bro, the guy's so robotic, it's crazy. Let the shackles off him. Yeah, and if you have an Ancelotti, yeah, with that front three, yeah, even with that donkey we have up front, yeah, with Martinelli or Trossard, Saka, yeah, Ethan coming through now as well. Yeah, bro, go and when we watch Real Madrid, all three of them, their forwards, at one point in the game, will all be on the left wing together. Mbappe, yeah, Vinny and Rodrigo. They'll all be on the left wing together. There's nobody on the right. Ancelotti says, just go and play football. Yeah, he has the structure set up, yeah, to get the ball to them as quick as they can. Yeah, and they all go and do whatever they want. They can interchange. When does Saka go on the left? Yeah, when does Martinelli go? And well, I'll tell you what, I'm struggling against this guy from. Yeah, let's swap. Yeah, we see it against who was it? Chelsea, Savio, absolute baller. Yeah, against Chelsea. Was it Chelsea? Which game was it that he switched Doku and Savio about 20 minutes in? I think it was Chelsea. It might have been us, actually. Can't remember. When do we switch wingers? We used to see this back in the day. Yeah, there's so many little things you can just tweak. Yeah, and this club will win stuff. Yeah,
we don't have any wingers, Lee. That's the reason.
Yeah, but when we're saying about money and all of this and that, yeah, right, it's all well and good saying we have to catch up and all that. I disagree. Yeah, I disagree.
But I honestly believe it, because I've had to see like United spent, how much did they buy Rio for?
28 mil, 30 mil?
28, 29, something like that. Yeah.
What year was this? 2099, 2000, or around that time. No one was spending that money. How much they buy the Argentinian guy for? Veron. 20-something million.
Like mad.
Yeah, that time.
But you're closing yourself here on your own argument, because when all these players were being brought under Fergie, yeah, who did we buy? Yeah, and we still won 2 doubles in the first 5 years under Wenger. We bought Nicholas Anelka. Yeah, we bought Patrick Vieira.
No, we didn't. No, my general point is the money that we've seen other teams spend at the time when we weren't spending. It's only recently we've got to be in the spending. And yes,
we bought Ozil, we bought Aubameyang, we bought Xhaka, 35 mil. Yeah, we bought Alexis Sanchez.
And that's the problem. We're buying it and not adding to it.
You're paying over the odds for trash is basically what I'm saying. Yeah,
we're not adding to it.
Mustafi and Xhaka for 35 million each. Yeah, it was a rip-off. Yeah, that 70 million could have bought a proper player. We decided to buy Xhaka instead of Kante. Yeah, because the overall package for wages, yeah, was cheaper by 2 mil.
Van Dijk went to Southampton the year that we bought Mustafi as well, by the way, for £11 million, whatever the hell it was.
And look at some of the other signings that have gone in and out of the Premier League. Yeah, like, bro, there's so many players available. Yeah, everyone's available at the right price. Yeah, when I see people sitting there going, well, what striker's going to come in then? Yeah, we don't have to negotiate with any any club where the player has a release clause. Gyökeres has a release clause. You negotiate with a player, say, look, do you want to come? Here's the terms. Boom. You don't even need to speak to the football club. Yeah, you then deposit the money in the FA of that country, and they transfer it. When we signed Thomas Partey, he didn't even say goodbye. They didn't even know until the FA of Spain phoned up Atleti and said, "Oh, Thomas Partey's gone Arsenal." Didn't even say goodbye. You don't need to negotiate with these clubs. Go for players with release clauses, bro. Yeah, there's a guy at Villarreal. Yeah, Alex Baena, absolute baller, bro. That guy is everything our fans think Odegaard is. Yeah, he's unreal. Why don't we go and get him? He can play on the left. He can play number 10. Baller. Yeah, sorry, what's his buyout? 50 million quid. Why don't we buy him? Yeah, that guy would turn us like that. Yeah, and then you could go and get a striker. You go and get Jokeris for 80 million pounds. Yeah, the amount of money we have wasted. I wanted Morata. Everyone laughed at me this summer. Well, Morata's just moved again. Why don't we get him now? He's moved twice. Yeah, he moved in the summer. Yeah, then he's moved again. Why don't we get Dovbyk? 24 mil. Baller. Yeah, we didn't need to go and do 60 million quid on that idiot we got up front.
I don't think Morata adds to us, to be honest.
I don't really.
If you put them 4 chances that we had against Wolves the other week, you give Morata all 4 of them chances.
Morata equally. I think he's equally a donkey. Slightly a better donkey, but equally.
He's masterly, and he's a winning donkey. He's won everywhere he's been, apart from Atleti. He's won trophies everywhere.
I mean, the other donkeys won a champion. Scored a.
Morata's actually won a trophy this season with AC Milan, and he's been there 6 months and gone to Galatasaray now. There's another. There's no debate. We've definitely mismanaged funds. You see when you talk about that Xhaka and Kante thing, that still annoys me, because in real time that was obvious, bro. That was obvious. Even if we go before that, remember Moussa Dembele at Fulham? How the fuck did we not get him? 11 million pounds, bro. 11 million pounds. Why
we've mismanaged funds.
Instead of us pissing around with Calafiori when Skelly's quite clearly better, right? We've done 40 million euros on him. He's rubbish. Send him back to Italy. He's crap. Yeah, Mikel Marino, 1 year left on his contract. And we've given him 120 grand a week and 38 mil to buy him out. 38 million. You're taking the mick. There's 70 mil. Bro, we could have got a lease with that and had 35 million change or 30 million change. Yeah, that's now cover for Saka and cover for Odegaard. He can play both positions. 40 mil, 45 mil. Yeah, we could have then got Morata and Dovbyk for 35 mil. So that's the money we spent on them 2 in the summer. Now we've got 4 players. They're all 4 positions covered. Yeah, and you're telling me bringing off Dovbyk off the bench or Morata off the bench ain't better than bringing Sterling off the bench. We ain't got a striker on the bench, bro. It's mad. Not a single striker on the bench. When you look at our bench tonight, you'll see Kivior, Tierney, Zinchenko, goalkeeper, maybe 2. Yeah, you'll see Jorginho, Sterling, and probably Ethan, because he probably won't start him. Yeah, that'll be our bench. It's an embarrassment. 800 million for this. It's crazy, and he's got 2 pay rises since he's been here. It's mad.
No, I hear that. Honestly, I hear that. Do you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, yeah. Listen, I think ultimately what I'm trying to say is the respect. He's earned my respect. It might not even mean much. Do you know what I'm saying? It might not mean much, but he's earned my respect, because I feel like he's a tweak or 2 away from making something mad happen. Do you understand? He's a tweak or 2. You know, you mentioned looking at the bench, which is a great point. I made that point the other day. Look at just say, for example, we want to go down against City the other night. Just say, for example, who the fuck is coming on the bench to come and do it? You just you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
The dream is coming off the bench.
It's crazy. Like you look at that bench. I've always, and that's one of the first things I look at. You know when the team sheets come out, everyone looks at the 11. I look at the bench. I look at the bench because the bench always determines to me what that first 11 is going to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the bench is supposed to be as equally as effective as those on the pitch, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Other great clubs have a great bench, because when shit ain't going too well, they can rely on this man to come on. They can rely on that man to come on. Bro, I looked at the bench. I was like, we're going to get slaughtered here today. There's nothing inspiring here. But it worked out well. We got the goal. We got the goals. And you know what I'm saying? We went on to win. But yes, we have mismanaged funds. That is not even a secret. I don't know whose head that's on. I don't know if it's Arteta, the director. I couldn't tell you. But we have mismanaged funds, bro. There's no way Havertz is 60 odd million. There's no way in any planet.
No.
In any, like, who has rated that? Like, even if you went sell on value, who's buying him after us for sell on?
Now add Marino into that. That's now 100 mil. That could have bought us a striker. Look, if you look, I watched Atletico Madrid last night. If we played them in the Champions League, we're buried. Listen to their bench, yeah. Azpilicueta, Gallagher, Sorloth. Why didn't we buy him in the summer? Yeah, Angel Correa, Riquelme, baller. Thomas Lemar, do you remember him, guys? Thomas Lemar. Yeah. Jan Oblak was on the bench, their goalkeeper. Yeah, Marcos Llorente, baller. Longley, Axel Witsel, and Mandava. Their bench is stacked. Yeah, their starting 11 was Musso in goal, Molina, Jimenez, Normand, Gallen, Simeone, his son, scored a cracking header last night. Yeah, 29 could never. Rodrigo De Paul, Koke, Lino, Griezmann, and Alvarez. Yeah, we play them, we're done. Yeah, their bench is better than our 11. Like, let's be real with it. Like, if I look at some of these teams, and I just think, how the fuck have they managed to get Sorloth, Griezmann, and Alvarez, and Correa? Yeah, because when we say, well, let's go and get this player. Who's gonna come and play second fiddle to Saka? Well, Correa's playing second and third fiddle in the Atleti team, and he came off the bench and scored, and set up another one. Yeah, Sorloth sitting on the bench. Then the next week, Alvarez will sit on the bench and Sorloth will start. Then the next week, Griezmann sits on the bench. Yeah, we're all old enough to have seen when Fergie had 4 strikers. We're all old enough to see when we won the league at their ground. No Bergkamp, no Pires, and no Henry up there that day.
Yeah, remember we had 4 strikers, Henry, Kanu and Wiltord on the bench for Henry and Bergkamp. And now we've got Havertz and Havertz only. This is the problem I've got.
Me and Matty's in the chat. Me and Matty sat and watched last night backstage, yeah. We sat and watched Hypermotion, which is 2nd division in Spain, yeah, which is championship. Mate, some of the ballers in that league are unreal. That's the 2nd division of Spain. This is why Spain keep producing top ballers, because they don't change their stupid style. Yeah, they play how they play. The same with Argentinian football. The under-20s tournament, I've been watching that. They're popping the ball around left, right, so techie. Yeah, then we see players and go, why can't he trap a ball? Because they've been coming through the academies in England. Which is why when we see an Ethan and Wary and they're Lewis Skelly, like flipping hell, they stand out. Yeah, because the rest is shit. Let's be real with it. Ethan's a baller, man. Look at him pinging that. He was calling for that ball for ages, slapped it top ins. Yeah, I'm telling you now, this is why, right? I get so pissed off. Yeah, we're not going to win the league. We're that close to capitulation. That close. We've mismanaged the money. We've mismanaged the squad. Didn't cater for any injuries this season. Dan, I said at the start of the season to you, didn't I? I said, we're finished this season. That was said before the transfer window even finished. Yeah, I said, we're done. I said, we're going to get bare injuries this season, mate. Trust me. Yeah, it's going to be injuries galore because we got extremely lucky last year with injuries. Yeah, now look at it. Yeah, I said, rushing the Timber back's going to be a problem. Look, he's been playing great Timber. He'll have another injury before the end of the year. He's just come back off an ACL. You're playing it week in, week out.
What annoys me is people say, Liverpool got lucky this season. That's why they're top. Arsenal got lucky last season. Well, we didn't win the league. So Liverpool got lucky and they're going to win it. We got lucky and we still didn't win it. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me read some of these, finish some of these super chats just a sec. We've got ROC says, everyone's available. You just have to pay. Facts. O'Malley says, big up to Lewis Skelly. Keep shaking up the league. True baller. Can I just read out as well? The Premier League have actually announced that they're going to be monitoring player goal celebrations. Yeah, I'm right. This is serious, by the way.
Why?
The Premier League.
Since when's Erling Haaland copyrighted or trademarked that? Like, does he own the trademark for that?
Well, it's just been. Well, I say it's just. It's a couple of hours ago.
If that's the case, Jude Bellingham's finished then because Tony Adams' statue outside the ground is that celebration.
Well, they're going to be monitored. So let's see what they've said. So the Premier League will monitor player goal celebrations and may consider imposing sanctions if they feel they're damaging the reputation of the game or could inflame opposition fans or players. How woke is this? The news comes out after some players received criticism for celebrations that many feel crossed the line by mocking opponents.
Nonsense.
Absolute crazy. And Jai received the yellow card after he scored Everton's winner against Brighton and celebrated by flapping his arms like a seagull.
That's when
Miles Lewis Skelly mimicked Erling Haaland in his goal celebration at the Emirates and received no punishment. Wow. How did he receive no punishment? Former forward Walcott praised Lewis Skelly for his strength of character, saying he was not afraid of Haaland at all. And then there's another one here. In the past, Jamie Vardy has mimicked an eagle when scoring against Palace and was criticised by some of his interactions with the Spurs supporters. He received no caution either. Neil Mopay
at the badge saying, I've won one Prem, you ain't. What are we doing here, Dan?
Bro, Mopay was thought to be mocking Maddison when he copied his dart celebration. Phil Foden and Xerxes pretended to fire guns towards the crowd.
The game's gone.
Premier League Chief Football Officer Tony Scholes has said there's a balance. I think we all like to see celebrations. Some of the celebrations have been very funny and entertaining, but there's a line. Once it crosses over into mockery or criticism, we need to deal with it. Can you believe this?
Dan, who says that you can't do the darts celebration because it's James Maddison's celebration? Or Skelly doing it's not Haaland's celebration. He's done it once. I'm pretty sure other players around the world have done that celebration before.
Well, it's the Skelly celebration from now on, bro. So if I see Haaland doing it,
Yeah.
I want to see paint thrown at him, bro. Yeah. Poor
the game's gone, mate. It's finished. Especially in the UK, like in England. Like it's
unbelievable.
It is gone, man. It is gone, man. Bruv, you know when it went, from taking off your shirt. That's when it went for me, man. That's when it went. That's when it went for me. Like you're getting booked now for taking. What?
You remember? Was it Ian Holloway who was like, "We want girls to watch the sport. Why aren't we letting them do it?" Wait, I love him, man. He's so funny. This comes in from Zia Talk. Says, "Big up, guys. All rejected. What's this? All rejected strikers cooking at Saudi." Yeah, man. Ivan Toney. I see that clip last night, Lee. Firmino, Ivan Toney, Mahrez.
Yeah, they got a better front three than us.
Yeah, all three of them probably.
Yeah, and they've just signed Gallardo from Porto as well to go left wing. So they put Firmino in the 10 now. So they got a better front four than us.
And again, the money, bro.
Gabriel Viega in midfield as well. Frank Kessie in midfield. My Saudi team is better than my English team.
Money, bro. Money.
It's mad.
That shit, that cream keeps the world spinning, bro.
Yeah, but to be fair, we could have got all of them. We could have got Gabriel Vega. We could have got Galerno. His buyout clause was 50 million euro. We could have got Mahrez for 30 mil. Could have got Ivan Toney. He didn't want him. Apparently, he's got an attitude. I ain't heard nothing about attitude in Saudi.
Bro, that Mahrez deal is a steal, man. 30 million.
He's one of the best players I've ever seen in my life, mate.
Oh man, that's an absolute steal.
Dan, I'll send you the mismanagement, bro. I get vexed at that, bro. The mismanagement, bro. Like, real talk, bro. There's got to be a deeper thing going on, bro. There's got to be some money laundering or something, bro. There has to be something behind, because it don't make sense, bro. It just doesn't make no sense. If someone's a player of Mahrez, by the way, it was 27 million, by the way. Yeah, available for 27 million, bro. You let that fly. You let that go. You telling me everything's legit, everything's as clean as it? There's got to be something going on, bro. There's got to be something going on. Honest to God, bro.